What is up, everyone? I am so excited for today's video. So it's gonna be kind of a mishmash of a video. I wanted to share my kind of evening routine. I know I'm filming some of this a little bit earlier while I still have nice lighting, but I wanted to share my evening routine, how I wind down, kind of how I get ready for bed. So we have some new things I've never tried. I just wanted to try out. So I got like these little towel scrunchies from Kitsch that I've heard are like really cool for like drying your hair overnight if you wash your hair in the evening. I've heard these are amazing. So I'm excited to try that with you guys. I'm gonna try the Physicians Formula Perfect Matcha Melting Cleansing Balm. I've heard really good things about this to remove your makeup. I've got a drugstore mask I've never tried, we're gonna try out, and so many other things. And of course, I'll be sharing some old favorites of mine, my favorite PJ set. Today's video is sponsored by Ritual. We'll talk more about that in just a second. So at the end of the day, after we're done working, we've maybe eaten dinner, maybe watched an episode of Ozark. Typically, we will have some tea. So in this case, I'm not actually having tea. I'm drinking one of my favorite things. It's called Calm. And it's just one of my absolute favorite things to drink to just calm myself down. It's warm. It actually tastes pretty good. But that is one thing we do almost every single night to kind of unwind before we start getting ready for bed. So the next thing I will typically do is take my vitamins. So as I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Ritual, and that is the vitamin I've been taking for quite a while now. My thing is, I'm always trying to do things that are good and healthy for my body in the long run. And while I do think I try to keep a pretty darn balanced diet, I know that I'm not getting all of the nutrients that I need every single day. And that's where my Ritual vitamins come in. So I've been taking Ritual for about 4 months now, I wanna say, and I love it. I love that they're very transparent about what is in the vitamins, things that women typically need, the gaps that might be in their diet, and that they explain very clearly on their site what every single ingredient is going to do for you. I've always been overwhelmed with some vitamins I've taken in the past that were their list of ingredients was so long and I had no idea what the purpose of each ingredient was, what it was doing. You know, are there possibly additives in there that might not be good for me? And with Ritual, you know exactly what's in it. I love that there's a little mint tab in each bottle, so when you open your bottle, you get that lovely minty scent. So it contains 9 nutrients from D3 to omega-3s. These are things that I know I'm lacking in my diet. The capsule is a no nausea design, so it's meant to be gentle on an empty stomach. I'm someone that definitely would feel nauseous sometimes when I would take vitamins in the past. I have never felt nauseous taking this, and that is huge for me. And again, the ingredients are transparently sourced. You know where they're coming from, what they're supposed to be doing, and they're also leaving out hidden or misleading ingredients that are often found in vitamins. So it's only $1 a day to get essential nutrients you need delivered to your door every month, no strings attached. Obviously, better health doesn't just happen overnight, so that's why Ritual is offering you all 10% off your first 3 months, so you can fill the gaps in your diet with their Essential for Women vitamin, which is what I take. And again, it's a small step that helps support a healthy foundation for your body. So for 10% off your first 3 months, just go to ritual.com/Braun and use the code Braun at checkout. So thanks Ritual for sponsoring this video and supporting my channel. All of the information, including the link and the promo code, will be down in the description box if you need it. So let's dive into the rest of my routine. Okay, so I just pulled my hair back. I usually take my jewelry out. One thing I am trying to be better about, if you will, is taking showers at night. I feel like a lot cleaner when I'm getting into my bed, like instead of bringing the day's germs and dirt into bed with me. But not only that, but washing my hair at night saves me so much more time the mornings I would have otherwise washed my hair. So I polled you guys, honestly, it was probably like months ago at this point, just asking like who takes night showers, who takes day showers. If I remember correctly, most of you guys do showers at night. And I was like, I really should get into that because like I said, it would save me so much time in the morning. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. So when I have showered in the evening in the past, I always take my makeup off first because I don't know, there's something about removing my makeup in the shower I just don't like doing. I'd rather already have it off. I know I'm like weird and alone that way, okay? Just so I typically double cleanse, so I'll use like a makeup remover and then I'll use an actual like facial cleanser. So this is one of the newer products I wanted to try from Physicians Formula. It is the Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. But I've heard really good things about this, so it looks like it's got a little doodad to kind of get it out of there. No smell. I feel like a lot of cleansing balms I've used, I really like, but they'll have this strong scent that I'm just like, I just can't handle it. No scent. It looks like the kind of balm I like that kind of melts between your hands. What I typically do with this kind of a product, I'm gonna have to like run to my sink because my setup is not conducive to, anyway, just to show you, let's see how much makeup it removes. I've got a glop like this big, and with this kind of product, it's really, some balms I've used are like almost chunky. This was like creamy right away. So we'll just start here and just kind of lightly work it into the rest of my face. And then I'll rinse this off and go ahead and wash my face with my cleanser in the sink. I mean, I feel like it did a pretty good job getting that liner moved. Let's go rinse this off. Okay, fresh out of the sink. I haven't actually used my cleanser. I typically go right in, but I wanted you guys to see how much it removed. It really did. Like, it removed all the brow product, all of the liner and mascara. I wasn't using anything waterproof, but sometimes I used a gel liner and sometimes that can be hard to remove. So it did a great job. So I am pumped to have that now. I just love cleansing balms like that, so I'm excited to find one that's at a much cheaper price point. The ones I typically would reach for when it comes to balms would be like from Clinique or from It Cosmetics, and those are way more expensive than this. Yay for a really good drugstore product. So I'm gonna go rinse my face. So the cleanser I am using again is the one I'm constantly using. It's from Cerave, it's their Hydrating Facial Cleanser. This is just my favorite cleanser. High-end drugstore, any price point, this one's my favorite. Depending on where you get it, I found it for $10, I found it for like $16. So definitely shop around. Sometimes they'll have coupons and stuff, but it's my favorite one. It does not dry my skin out at all. It has good ingredients in it. So it's just a favorite of mine. And every time I'm using something different, I'm always wishing it were more like this. So then I always go back to it. So another great drugstore product. So another thing I do before I shower when I remember to / have the time / I'm not being lazy is to dry brush. There's a lot of people that love dry brushing, people that don't, people that believe it does one thing, people that think it does another. I don't know, do your own research. I've been doing it for years, and ever since I got back into doing it, the red bumps on my arm are so much less obvious, and I really think this is a big part of the solution for me. So you can find videos on how to do it, because again, there's different schools of thought, but I literally dry, I mean, typically my clothes would be off, okay, but I will run it towards the inner part of my body. So all my arms like that. I do my legs from the bottom to the top. You can kind of go in circular motions on your thighs and your booty, anywhere you feel like you have cellulite. I'll run it up my stomach to kind of help with that. And I love it. It's something that honestly, the first times you do it, it's not comfortable. It doesn't like hurt, but it's not comfortable, but you do get used to it. And I do think my skin is softer because of it and it's benefiting from it. Another new product I wanted to try tonight is from SheaMoisture, one of my freaking favorite brands. It's their deep treatment mask. So I fell in love with deep conditioner mask type product for hair. I figured since I loved that one so much, I would try another SheaMoisture one. So this one, the other one I loved the smell of. This one smells different, but it smells really good. And typically on weekends, and actually the day I'm filming this is a weekend, I will use like a deeper shampoo. Right now I'm using the Bumble Sunday shampoo that just kind of like really, really cleans your hair from the week. And I literally use that once a week, and then I'll go in with like a deeper conditioner, and I just ran out of mine, so I figured this is the perfect time to try this, and I'm excited. We're gonna see how my hair likes it. Okay, so just got out of the shower, and I'm using my favorite hair towel. It's from the brand Kitsch, and actually I have another product we're gonna try here in a second from the brand, and this is actually a new one I just bought because they were having like a buy one, get one sale, or buy one, get one half off. So I bought this and the other product because I'd been wanting to buy another. They're so absorbent. They last longer through washes and dries. They're just really well made. I've tried the Turby Twist, and these are just better. They're thicker, they're more absorbent. But anyway, I've been using body oil on my skin for the past few years, ever since I had a baby and even when I was pregnant, and I never used to. My skin is so much softer than it used to be. And so I'm just sold. This is the kind I've been using lately, the Neutrogena body oil. I prefer the fragrance-free one, and I will literally, once I've towel dried, I'm still in the shower, I will just stick this all over as though it's lotion, and then I'll put a lotion on top. So wanted to give this a shout out. This is almost gone, and I already have my next one that I bought. So hair is down. I need to throw a detangler in it, I bet. These PJs is a set that they sell at Target. They have a bunch of different patterns I love. They keep selling out of them though, so I don't know what's available as I'm talking about this. I'll put whatever links I can find below, but I love them. They're just like these little shorts and short sleeve sets, and they're so comfy and like satiny. I love them. Spray the detangler. I probably don't need it though, because that deep conditioner felt so nice, and it like rinsed so nicely out of my hair. You know that feeling? Oh my gosh, I freaking love deep conditioners. The detangling brush I have here is from the Kristen brand. You can buy it at Target, and I just really like it. It's nice and big, so it detangles quickly. I also like the Wet Brush brand. I feel like they're both pretty darn similar. But if I'm just gonna let it air dry like I'm gonna tonight, I do put in like a leave-in conditioner. I like cream types. I used to use like oils and things like that, but I'll typically just spread my hair in half and literally just kind of work the leave-in conditioner in basically from here down. Because my hair does get greasy, I don't like to put too much near the top third, like near my scalp, because I just I think it ends up making my hair greasier quicker, you know? Now, here's the other thing I wanna try. This is the towel scrunchies. I've seen these all over Instagram and I've been so curious about if they work. So it comes in a pack of 2. I just got the white. I think they have a couple of colors. So on the back it says it's highly absorbent microfiber material. It feels like the same material as their hair towels. Helps reduce heat drying time. Oversized design absorbs even more moisture. It's gentle on all hair types, helps tame frizz and reduce hair breakage. Perfect for wet hair on the go, gym, hot yoga, beach, swimming pool. Okay, so it looks like you just pull your hair back. All right, so we're just gonna wrap it twice because I tried 3 times and that did not work. So wrap it and then I'm gonna go straight into like a bun. The thing is my hair is so long, I'm gonna kind of tuck it into it in the back like that, okay. Okay. The nice thing is it's out of the way. And for me, like when I have wet hair and I go to bed, I can't leave it down because it makes me crazy. So I just put it in a bun and then my pillowcase is all soaked. So I can already feel that it's starting to soak it up. I remember the ads I saw, like they were taking the scrunchie and putting it in a cup that had like this much water and they'd put the scrunchie in it and it would soak up the water. So I'm like, so, you know, the technology makes sense. It's simple, it's a towel, but I think it's just kind of a unique idea and it's a way that if I'm really trying to shower at night, this would make my life a little easier. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, it's the next morning. I just took my hair out of the little Kitsch thing. Now, the reality is I have naturally wavy curly hair, but it worked. I mean, my hair is dry and it didn't have to be down. Like there's maybe a little bit of dampness, but not much. Like frankly, it's gonna be dry in like probably 10 minutes. So that's pretty cool. It was very comfortable to sleep in. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update just because I know if I were watching, I'd be curious about if it worked or not. So 2 thumbs up, I loved it. I'm gonna be using that all the time. Genius invention. So I recently did a skincare video, like literally weeks ago, where I talked about a lot of the products I use, some drugstore, some high-end, which ones I actually think work. So I can link that video above in the eye and down below, because I'm not gonna get into a ton of skincare other than what we've talked about, but I did get a new mask from SheaMoisture. I'm sorry, I just love the brand. I'm always wanting to try new stuff from them. I bought it just the other day. It's their Glow Getter Honey Mask. So it's from the same line as their Glow Getter, what is it actually called? Glow Getter Press Serum that I'll use sometimes during the day. It's crazy moisturizing. It's really nice in the winter. So it's a really like gelatinous kind of mask. Honey Mask features an indulgent blend of Manuka honey and yogurt, perfect for skin that's been asking for a pick-me-up. It's a rich honey-like texture that clings to skin to infuse hydration while removing impurities left behind from stressful lifestyles. Skin is left with a healthy glow. So apply a thin layer, onto clean, moist skin. So I'm gonna put a little water on my face. Keep on for up to 10 minutes. Remove with a damp cloth. Okay. Let's see, a thin layer. It's always easier said than done with a like texture like this. It doesn't have a crazy strong smell. Like there's a slight smell, but it's not, I'm not convinced that they added the smell because it doesn't smell like sweet. It doesn't smell spa-like. It's just kind of there. So I wonder if it's more of a natural scent. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. Obviously, I don't do a mask every night. I have a toddler, and frankly, most nights when we're getting ready for bed, especially if I have the time to shower, I'm probably not also masking, like it's kind of like one or the other. I do feel like lately I've been struggling to find a mask I actually think is worth the time, like worth the effort of leaving it on for 10 minutes. So I end up opting for like sleeping masks that you can just put on and sleep with. You don't need to wipe it off. Maybe you're supposed to rinse it in the morning if you want, but because just lifestyle wise, it makes so much more sense to me. So that's kind of where I'm at. I used to do masks all the time, but this one feels a little bit more my speed because I can tell it's gonna be easy to get off. Whereas, you know, those like mud masks and those really thick ones that just are a nightmare to actually remove, I do not have time for that frustration. So while this is on, I'm gonna brush my teeth, but just to tell you, this toothpaste I actually think works. It's the Crest 3D White Stain Eraser. I know I've like talked it to death if you've seen a few of my recent videos, but I really think it removes like coffee, tea, and wine stains, which I totally have not a huge problem with, but I mean, I drink coffee, tea, and wine. And so I actually think it makes a difference. And I was recently using a different Crest 3D White one, and it, like the stains like were back. And so this stuff really is nice. I just opened a brand new one because I just ran out. This is like the week of like running out of all of my stuff. So, okay, so it has been 10 minutes. I've got a warm, kind of wet washcloth. These are really soft ones I bought on Amazon. You can get all kinds. It feels like a nice moisturizer. My skin feels a little bit rejuvenated. I don't know. There's a little bit of a tingle on my cheeks. I don't know that I like that. But I know so many masks just do. Like, that's just the way they roll. But it feels nice. It definitely feels moisturized, almost sticky. So like maybe I need to rub more off, but I don't want to have to like rub too hard, you know what I mean? So typically when I do a mask, I super simplify the rest of my skincare because I don't like want to counteract the benefits I might have gotten from the mask. So I typically will just go straight in with my moisturizer afterwards. So this is the Cerave PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I love this stuff. Helps with hydration. It kind of locks in any skincare that was already on your face. And I just think it's a no nonsense one. It's fragrance free. So like if your skin is sensitive or you're using a lot of like potent skincare, it's not gonna mess with that. It's just gonna kind of hold in the moisture and do its job as a moisturizer. So I love that stuff. And then the eye cream I'm using is this Paula's Choice Omega Complex Eye Cream. I like it, but they make a retinol one that I like more that I'm gonna be buying next. We're in the home stretch. I'll put on like a lip balm because I cannot sleep without a lip balm. I toggle between a few. The one I've been playing with for my nighttime treatment is from Pacifica. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, I don't know that I would buy this again. It's their Lavender Moon Bedtime Lip Treatment. I think it's nice. It definitely moisturizes my lips, but there's something about it that's bizarre. Like the color, I can't really pinpoint the color, and I feel like it's like changing as air hits it, which is just interesting. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just interesting. And the smell, I think it's supposed to have like a slight lavender smell, but it just kind of smells like Play-Doh-y to me. I don't know. So I think it's one that I'll use up. I don't think it's bad, but I don't know that I would buy again. And then when I'm being really, really good, I'll actually use Cuticle Oil. I've done a lot better with this. That was one of my like resolutions at the beginning of the year, and I was keeping up with it for like months. So I just put like a couple drops and then do it on the other, and then I'll rub it in. This is the Orly Cuticle Oil, and this is newer to me, but I like it a lot. It had really good reviews online. I had to buy a new one because the stuff I have was starting to go bad. I didn't use it up. I feel like it's hard to use cuticle oil up, you know? Yeah, so I looked up ones that had high reviews, and this one was one, and I do think it actually like makes a difference with my cuticles, whereas the old cuticle oil, some random brand I'd never even heard of, I don't think was actually doing much. So yay for that, yay for a good cuticle oil, and this is gonna freaking last me a million years. I do use a brow serum that has made my brows grow in, and I miss skepticism. I thought there's no way my brows were super light and super sparse. Well, I don't know, 5 months ago I started putting this Grande brand brow serum in it, and it actually works. So I do that every night, and you know what? They say this is like a, I don't know, 8-week or maybe 12-week. It lasted me months, y'all. So I would say it should last you like 6 months because it's still going strong and it hasn't gone bad. You know what I mean? The expiration date's right on here. So the other thing I think is making my lashes grow a bit, but I think the brow serum might be even better, is the Grande brand, their lash serum. So you just kind of apply it like liquid liner. It takes 2 seconds. I used to be someone that I was like, I don't have time for that. But it literally takes 3 seconds, you just saw it. So they are pricey. I do think they make a difference, especially if you're someone that needs that. If you don't need it, then you probably don't need to spend the ridiculous amount of money on it. But my brows have never looked fuller in my life. I didn't even think it was possible. So it's very exciting find for me. I really quickly had to show you the book I'm reading. I've talked about it if you're like a Disney nerd. It's like a Disney history book that's like, each topic is like 2 pages long, but it's super interesting. So it's The Secret Stories of Walt Disney World by Jim Korkis. But what I really wanted to show you, because I read, pretty much the only time I read is in bed. I mean, period. I don't know when in the day I would ever have the time, but I want to show you this book light. It's actually my husband's and I steal it at night. It's from the brand Lumino. It's the Lumino light. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you got it on Amazon, so I'll find a link. But it's the best one. It's super lightweight. And so I'll put it on, you know, the back of the book or whatever, and I can read it. And there are like 3 light settings, and I never feel uncomfortable using it. You know what I mean? I feel like book lights I've had, especially when I was like a kid, it was always just so difficult to like get the light just right. It's really easy and bendable. Like I said, it's super lightweight. It's not banging around. And so I had to give this a shout out because if you're someone, I do have a Kindle and I do read on my Kindle, but sometimes we already own an actual book I want to read at night, or I just like having paper copies of things. I like reading paper books too. So I think it's pretty freaking sweet. I don't think it was expensive, although I don't know for sure. So like I said, I'll link it because that's a big part of my nighttime routine. I literally just like ran to my nightstand because another thing I wanted to show you guys, this sleep spray from Dr. Teal's. I am not someone that's like big into essential oils or anything. Like I have dabbled a bit. I don't know if anything works. Frankly, I don't really care. But what I do know is, like, for me, I like certain scents. So this supposedly has melatonin in it. I don't know that that's true, but it's got these essential oils in it. I'm sure there's like lavender. Yeah, lavender and chamomile. So I really like the smell. And so I'll spray it on my pillow and my husband's pillow. He loves it too. And you don't need much. It's a really strong smell, but I feel like it just kind of like sets the space for like sleepiness. You know what I mean? And you start to associate this smell with winding down and relaxing. So I wanted to give this a shout out because it's newer to me. I used to have like a Bath and Body Works one that I'd had for years that we used every night, but we just like never ran out of it. And it was definitely a lot less strong. And if I'm being honest, I think I might like the smell of that one better, but I do like this too. They're just very different. So just one of those things that if you've never tried it, it's not gonna like solve the problem like if you're having sleeping troubles, but it might help, and it's just kind of a pleasant part of my night that I actually really enjoy. So I hope that this was enjoyable for you. It was fun trying some new products, sharing some other products that I personally really, really love. As I mentioned earlier, if you are interested in checking out Ritual and getting 10% off, you can go to ritual.com/Braun and use my code Braun when you check out. So thank you, Ritual, again for sponsoring this video. I appreciate the support for my channel. If you did enjoy, I hope you'll subscribe. I do all kinds of videos. I don't just do makeup and beauty and skincare stuff. I also do things around the house, grocery hauls, cooking, vlogs, all kinds of stuff. So I hope you'll join me on my journey and subscribe. It is free and it helps you find my videos a lot more easily. And of course, I'd love to say hi to you on social media. It's @itsjessicabraun, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.